From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel, for the machine is immortal.
Hello and welcome back to another episode. So today it was a bit of an adventure for me. I had work and I went to go get in my car to drive to work, and my car didn't turn on, which was awkward. Yeah, it turns out my battery died. I guess somehow one of the lights had gotten turned on and left on, and yeah, the battery drained and died. One of my coworkers actually was able to come by and jump my car for me, which was pretty cool. What was awkward though is so usually I would eat either on my way to work or right before work, and because of this I didn't eat nearly as much as I normally would. I had like a small amount of food, and then I went to work. Showed up an hour late, by the way, because the whole car dying thing. But yeah, showed up late. Decided I would stay late just to whatever, just keep my hours and also show good faith with my new boss, since I am in a new job now. So yeah, I decided to stay late. So it's like, hey, I showed up late. I'll stay and help out, whatever. Well, the problem was many hours passed since I had eaten, and by the end of my shift, it was like almost 7 o'clock, and I had eaten around like 10. And I think because of that, my blood sugar was like dropping, and so I started getting kind of like foggy almost in the brain, and like a slight amount of disoriented. So I got home and shower, because I work in a bakery and I was absolutely coated in flour. Yeah, I got home, drank a bunch of, I don't have orange juice, so I drank some Sunny D, which is like, it's almost the same thing except the parts where it's not. I had dinner, had a bowl of ice cream afterwards, and then fell asleep on my couch. And here we are, post blood sugar drop, groggy from a nap, and tired from a long day of work. What better time to record an episode than right now? So, yeah, let's see where we are. So I think we could probably hop into this one pretty soon. I don't think, yeah, the only other mission that's really gonna be close is this one, but that's still got a ways to go. So I think we can just start scanning here in just a moment. Let's take a peek at our soldiers real quick. It's been a couple days since I last recorded. Yeah, our proxy's still injured, so I kind of do want to scan at the Templar HQ. So we'll scan here for a little bit. New mission. I was gonna say not interested, but I am, because it's a liberation mission.
Course for East Asia.
I'm also just going to assume we actually have people available, because that would be awkward. Alright, so yeah, we have everyone in Hussar except our proxy, and we have Timberwolf, and Keystone is still, they're not having a good time. So I guess we'll send in Timberwolf just because they have all 6 people, and I believe everyone has the gear that they need, so we'll just go ahead and send him out. I didn't look at the boost, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay.
Sky Ranger.
And we can always boost retroactively. 3 days, 9 hours, find a thing, not really interested. Alright, let's go back to the Templar HQ.
For the Brazilian corridor.
Lord have mercy. Liberation, 2 days. I don't know, anytime we get a 2-day kind of mission, it's always sketchy. I don't think I want to do that. Find enemy flight path. Super UFO. 2 days though. Not interested. And I think the UFO that was hunting us is no longer with us, so we don't really have to worry about that all that much. Oop, Grizzly is now 200%. Still 32 enemies. Less than ideal. There's a gatekeeper, also less than ideal. But other than that, nothing too scary. A super heavy mech could be unfun. But I think everything else is about what we have come to expect. So let's go ahead and liberate this other region.
Menace 1-5. Infiltrate and investigate the area. Expect heavy resistance. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Having a necromancer could be pretty convenient on this mission, as we'll be able to create more units. Also, does no one have enough mobility to get up there? Alright, well, let's have our skirmisher. We don't have a skirmisher, that's the other team. Does anyone have a grapple hook? No grapple hook. And I love that your thing is just rockets. Bro's got nothing going on in this kit besides destruction. Now, I feel like you're also supposed to have a grenade launcher, which you decidedly do not have. Why do you not have a grenade launcher? Okay, well, that is something we'll have to pay attention to in the near future. But whatever. Yeah, no one has a grapple hook. That is slightly annoying. But whatever. Okay, we'll just like, I don't know, come up here.
Follow mode engaged.
I say that probably won't go badly.
Advancing. Follow mode engaged.
Okay. I'm trying to be a little careful about how I push up here, because I don't want to, like, send someone at an awkward angle and just suddenly activate every enemy on the map.
Scanning.
So, I don't think this team has quite as good scouting potential as our other team. So this one is going to be a little trickier, as it'll be kind of easy for us to reveal pods accidentally. Okay, I guess our move is just going to be getting kind of in the middle and then push up from there. Oop, I think we may have seen something. No, okay, the game kind of hitched, so I assumed, but apparently not. Nothing. Very interesting. Alright, let's move you down here and see if you can't get a peek at something. No, okay. Do we have danger sense on anybody? I thought our Reaper may, but I don't think they do actually. Yeah, it looks like they do not. But they do have tracking, so that's basically danger sense.
Follow mode engaged.
Yeah, let's we'll just kind of scoot over and go from there. Oop. We forgot to move our necromancer. That's alright. It's not like we really traveled all that far anyway. Alright, so I guess we will hop forward to the next building now. Yeah, this is
Follow
good
mode
enough for the
engaged.
time being. And then you move up to here, I guess. I'm surprised we're not seeing nearly as many. It's like the last mission we did where it took like ages to find anything of value.
Of course.
We're gonna like semi-split up, but not really, because I don't want to have I'm not gonna try to fight with only 3 people. However, I'm splitting up this way just in case we do get spotted. At least it's not one person off by themselves.
Follow mode engaged.
Okay, we'll go ahead and push you up to here, and I think we finally found
Monitoring enemy
our first
patrol.
enemies. Now, I'm a little disappointed that they're drones, but whatever. An enemy is an enemy.
Monitoring
Yeah, I'd
for
rather not
activity.
break our concealment on just drones. I don't think we have much of a choice, though. I mean, we could ignore them, but, like, it doesn't really fix our problem of the drones are still going to be there. Do we want to break concealment right now? Yeah, sure, why not? Very nice.
Target destroyed.
And then we'll go ahead and get another kill here. And I think we'll pop Shadow. And then continue pushing
Follow
forward.
mode engaged.
Yeah, Reaper's gonna be doing overtime here with scouting. Do we want to push forward right now? Yeah, we can push forward a little bit.
Glory in service.
But nothing too crazy.
Route confirmed.
We're gonna start kind of meeting back in the middle here.
Providing
Movement
backup.
request confirmed.
And then, yeah, I guess we'll just Overwatch.
Setting Overwatch.
Engaging
Scanning
guard
for targets.
buildings.
Reinforcing
My
formation.
vengeance.
Oh no. This is not quite what I had in mind.
Position located.
Okay, well, at least we're gonna get this out of the way sooner rather than later. However, if we actually hit the giant floating meatball, that would probably benefit us greatly. Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna complicate our situation just a bit. Okay, well, how do we want to handle this? So I feel like a rocket is not out of the question here. Now the problem is we actually need it to go where we want it to, and XCOM is actually deathly allergic to letting us select where we want our rockets to go. So that probably isn't gonna happen. Is there even a way we can hit? Yeah, there's no. Wait, oh, okay, we can shoot a rocket right here that would hit 2 targets. Oh, actually, that would hit, if we're very, yeah, right here it would hit 3 targets. Let's do that then. Nice. Shredded some armor off of the gatekeeper. And honestly, I think it might be worth doing it again just to shred more. We could instead just try to shoot, but that's not gonna kill, so yeah, honestly, let's just shoot another rocket. Let's see if we can't line that sweet spot up again. It does require the game to allow us to live our lives, but I don't think It's like just fundamentally opposed. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. Yeah, XCOM is just fundamentally opposed to letting us fire rockets where we needed to go. Also, I didn't even hit the targets I wanted it to, but whatever, that is good enough. It's not quite what I had in mind, but you know, it hit, so I'm content. We'll scoot up a wee bit just so we're closer to the gatekeeper, and then we're going to go ahead and rapid target this guy because we do want to kill him, and sooner much rather than later. 85 is not the best chance to hit, but not for being right on top of the guy, and not for grazing. Okay, well, let's hit him with a rapid fire. We didn't graze this time, so that is progress. Alright, so we've done some damage. Almost meaningless damage, but damage is damage. You can probably just launch a fireball in here, honestly. I don't think it's going to affect the gatekeeper. But you know, I don't think I've ever tried lighting the gatekeeper on fire. Honestly, I know I want to light this other guy on fire, so I mean, if it works out, it works out. Now the problem is this guy's armor is just a real pain, especially since I'm pretty sure he gets more armor just for being alive. We don't really have a like, we have ways of dealing with armor. It's always gatekeepers that we don't have a specific counter to. Okay, what if we chuck a claymore? Wait, can you even see the gatekeeper? No. Okay, well that makes that plan not very feasible. So I was going to say, what if we chuck a claymore and then do it, but is it worth coming back here to get... Yeah, I think we'd still see the gatekeeper. So let's try to get high ground and then use banish, I think. Alright, yeah, let's, I would love to use lighting hands, but... yeah, that'll end our turn. So let's just go with what we got. Some pretty good damage. I miss on a 100% chance to hit. Alright, let's hope we can kill this guy. A graze, less than ideal. Okay, well, it's almost dead. Do you have combat protocol? You don't. We could drop a nuke on him, but that's a little overzealous, I think. Oh boy. Maybe we launch another rocket? The problem is I feel like that's not going to do very much. Can we chuck a grenade, like, at this guy specifically?
Deploying grenade.
Yeah, between the grenade and shooting him, I feel like we can kill him. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would have, but... Okay, now you just have to come in here and shoot him. And you should be able to manage 6 damage, or I guess 7 damage because of his armor. And the problem is you do actually have to hit the target. So let's see if rapid targeting him again will do anything for us. It's a little much. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Okay, I really want you to hit and kill, please. Let's go. That's exactly lethal. Fantastic. Okay, that deals with the gatekeeper, which is probably one of the scarier enemies we have to deal with. So with him down, I think we are in a much better position. However, we did burn 2 rockets and a grenade. So, less than enthused about that. And they do have a mech showing up. Now, we did also burn our banish, but that's on a cooldown as opposed to the once a mission kind of thing it used to be. Okay, so they're very, very far away from us. Alright, well, there's more enemies over there. Seems like it'd be a very good spot to drop a rocket if we were closer. Or like a missile, a nuke, the airstrike thing. Okay, so we still have plenty of resources, I think. We still have one Illyrium rocket, a normal rocket, and then a concussion rocket. And then a bunker buster. So we still have 4 rockets. Granted, they each do varying things. Like a normal rocket does 7 to 10 damage. Wait, why does this rocket do so much damage? Okay, well this is our heaviest hitting rocket, so that's good to know. Bunker buster also hits pretty hard, in a much wider radius. Our concussion rocket will be good if there's a lot of targets we can't kill. And then we have another Illyrium rocket for whatever we find. Basically a grenade. So we have a grenade, a rocket, and a flamethrower. And like it's good. It's worth noting that our actual flamethrower we can use it definitely, but our other flamethrower is we have 4 charges. And then I don't actually know if you have any abilities that we can use death touch ones. You know, I wonder if death touch, because what is it? It can be used once per battle for melee range only, does not work on chosen rulers. So I think we could have actually used death touch to just instantly kill the gatekeeper. So that's actually something to keep in mind. That could be very powerful. Okay, we're gonna start scooting up. I guess you can move up to there, seeing as how the zombie's there. So we probably won't reveal anything by moving up to here.
As quickly as I can.
Okay, you definitely need to reload. You can Overwatch.
Sensors at maximum range.
You can reload. And then you can start scooting forward.
Mode engaged.
I'm a little worried about some of these final pods because they're going to be pretty beefy. There's going to be a lot of health bars in there. So hopefully we can manage it. 32 enemies is still quite a bit. I guess we're going to use our zombie to scout. Because, you know, if the zombie spots something and gets shot to death because of it, it's not really the end of the world. This would give our team... Okay, there we go. We spotted something. Ooh, hello. Speaking of lots of enemies. Okay. So this is going to be a good time to use things like our airstrike, where it's going to hit several enemies for a good chunk of health. So let's see if we can't hit as many of these enemies as physically possible. So this isn't going to hit all of them, unfortunately, but let's hit these ones because these are the ones that matter more, I think. The flame guy in the back isn't as big of a deal. Okay, no kills, but we did break all of their cover. And that will allow us to come in here and just get a very disgusting kill 'em all. Okay, so if we... Okay, I don't know if we're going to get all of them, but we could move up and get definitely all these guys. However, we do have to be mindful that I saw another health bar over here. What was the range of it? Yeah, if we scoot up to, like, here, we should be able to see everything. Okay, yeah, there we go. You should be able to wipe out everyone who's still standing. These last two... Hey, no stasis. Very cool. I'd love to see that. Nice. Murdering the dead. Love to see it. You forgot to shoot 2 people, even though you can 100% see them, so... The game just sometimes decides, nah, it's okay. However, this would be a very mean spot to use, our Raise the Dead ability. I don't remember the name of. Where is that ability? How do I always lose it? Okay, well... Can you move up into a spot where you can see anything at all? Well, you could move up to here, I suppose. We'll revisit that. Okay, so you can see some targets. Alright, we're gonna ignore that guy. Honestly, the gunner's probably a threat. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with the gunner. Very nice. And then, I feel like you're the easiest to hit of the two, so we'll go ahead and hit this guy. Very nice. Okay. And then we'll use your action. I would like to move up, but we don't actually have a great spot to move up to. I guess we'll move up to here. Okay, so now you can come over here and just shoot this guy. Nice. I was kind of hoping for a kill there, but whatever. That is good enough, I think. Oh, come on. It really is this one spot that we can see him. Okay. Can we kill him without having our necromancer stand down in the middle of nowhere? 80% chance. Come on, hit him with a pistol. There we are. And we didn't even have to make our necromancer stand out in the middle of nothing. I think our other ability, the AoE resurrect the zombies, I think that might be off our screen. Which is kind of annoying. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, Army of the Dead is right after Bone Armor, which is off the screen. We also are missing Eldritch Storm, Astral Projection, and Insect Swarm. So, I think it is at this point worth getting a ability or a mod that increases our thing down here. In fact, I'm going to take a look for that real quick. One sec. Alright. We continue, and now it's off center, and that kills me a little bit. But we now have a bar that scrolls. It's progress. Yeah, so now we can see Army of the Dead, which, oh my, that's I don't think that's what that's supposed to look like, actually. In fact, if I had to say, I think that's incorrect. Also, our guy we raised is now a an actual like zombie. So there's a couple issues it seems we may have run into when we restarted the game, but yeah, it's fine. What does a giant inferno of fire mean? Absolutely nothing. It'll be fine. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna be dealing with these guys. Hopefully they just run into our giant inferno. That'd be pretty cool. A little far away. You missed it. Let's try it again. Come on, run straight into the fire. Right into the fire. Not quite. You're a coward, I see. Afraid of a little adventure. So the problem is I want to raise the dead. But I also want our dead to not immediately be cremated. Oh, well, look at that. All of the fire disappeared. Well, that's the exact situation I was hoping for. So let's not do that. And look at all these abilities we have that we never get to use. Oh, yeah. As a result, all living enemies on the field will become visible to the shaman. So is it just like a one-turn kind of deal, or how does that work? I'm not sure. But first, I want to pop this, which means I think we're going to want to scoot forward first. And then, I don't know, man, like right here, I guess? This probably won't go poorly. This probably won't go poorly. I mean, with the amount of the just sheer number of zombies we have now, like, I think we'll be okay at the moment. So, there is quite a few enemies though, and that is a bit of a problem. Okay, we do want to kill things, that is for sure. But how do we kill these things is the question. I think the answer might be a rocket. We might want to get closer. There's just like certain areas where it's like, oh yeah, sure man, we'll let you aim at wherever you want. But then like other areas where it's like, no, you have to struggle. Okay, so you have the you have whatever it's called. You can rapid fire, so you can hit whoever except that guy. Screw that guy. So we'll leave you for last, I think. Okay, what's the move here? What can you hit? Can you hit anything? Hopefully you can hit this dude. Okay, you can actually hit either of them. But I guess it's probably more valuable for you to just, I don't know, screw it, just take a shot. Nice.
Trajectory indicates fire deflection. Moderate damage
Ow.
detected.
Impressive shot. Okay, I kind of want you to light this muton on fire in the background. I don't really like the fact that they have all of their skin still not melted. So I would like to remedy that. Oh man, I don't think we're killing all of this in one turn. But that's okay, we don't need to, because we have an army of the undead who are more than happy to face tank two brawlic monsters. Let's rapid fire this guy. Nice. Can we get another hit for big damage? Oh, you would roll just enough to leave it alive. I'm not happy with you. Okay. Well, you could finish him off then, I guess. Go get him, zombie. You got this. Very good. Yeah, I still don't like the fact that the muton has his skin attached to his body. However, I don't like the fact that we're not going to be able to get a grenade out there even more. Okay, yeah, I just do not think there's a way we're getting a grenade unless we use our augmented speed. And I don't think I really want to do that. So, instead, can you see the Spectre? You cannot. You can see the muton. Looks like you shall kill this guy. Well, you might kill this guy. Come on, big damage. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, and once again, you're gonna scurry on forward. Okay, so what do we have left? It's you two. Spectre being alive is not something I like. But I don't think we really have a choice in the matter here.
I'm on my way.
I'll go ahead and scoot you forward and probably just launch another rocket. It is what we're good at, after all. And honestly, we could just stun both of them. That is an option. We could hit both of them with a rocket. That probably won't kill either of them. We could use our normal rocket, which would have a significantly better chance of killing, aka it's physically possible, but I don't think I really want to do that. Do we want to just go for the stun? I think we do. Yeah, let's just go for the stun. Okay, well, it didn't stun either of them. But it did disorient both of them, so that's something, I'm sure. Now we have nowhere good to take cover at, so... You know what? I think we are going to launch a grenade at this guy. I changed my mind. And we're going to move up manually and very carefully, because this game hates us. Okay, is this far enough? It sure is. Merry Christmas. I don't know if there's any enemy that's going to be a better target for this, so... Enjoy having your skin no longer attached to your body. However, I do have to worry about this guy just showing up and trying to slap our stress balls around. Do not. Do not. You crazed idiot. Let's see. Where's our necromancer? There you are. You still have more targets to, more things you can raise from the dead. Probably. But it's on a cooldown, so not really. Kind of want to astral project, but like I said, I don't know if that's like a permanent thing. Alright. Go, my army. Well, I appreciate the attempt. Also, we will not be meleeing the Muton, as I guarantee you, even though he's on fire and burning to death while dazed, he 100% can still parry us. So let's not have that exact situation happen, and instead make him watch as we slowly but surely beat this Viper to death. What if we just become the Giga Chads that we know that we are, and run up here and just gun him down like he entered the wrong neighborhood? You're wearing the wrong colors, blood. Well, alright, maybe he's set, because apparently we can't get a kill. Well, it's fine. In approximately 13 seconds, when his skin turns into a slushy, I think we'll be a-okay. Okay. We'll start scooting forward.
Maximum thrust confirmed.
You can just overwatch, I guess.
Sensors on overwatch.
And I don't know, man. Yeah, you just move up too. Let's actually make sure this guy is in fact going to burn to death. Okay, 2 alien turn starts. Just for the giggles of it, while his skin slowly sloughs off his body in a very grotesque manner, that is not too different than the appearance of cottage cheese falling against the 7 feet to the like a concrete floor. We're gonna also poison him. So this man is absolutely zooted out of his gourd, confused, stumbling around aimlessly, while also burning to death slowly. And now I've gone ahead and replaced every ounce of his blood with poison. Unfortunate for you. Alright, yeah, we'll just go ahead and reload. I don't know, man. You guys just keep doing zombie things, I guess. And we'll call that.
Scan priority 1.
Alright. You know... Alright, I forgot about you. Oh, nice miss. You're a failure.
Incoming fire.
The fact that he's still invisible, though, is less than ideal. You know, I think this is... well, it probably won't work, but I'm gonna pop it. I'm curious how it works. Let's use Astral Project. Oh, wow. Okay. Also, I was kind of expecting some kind of animation, but I guess not. Okay, well that is good to know that all of the remaining living enemies are all in here. So there's 13 enemies that we can see. So that means, excluding the Spectre, who is also still invisible because he's a robot. Wait, where did the Spectre go? Okay, you know what? I'm not playing these games with you, my guy. We're gonna walk right up to here and to use scan protocol that we definitely have. We do not have scan protocol. Okay, there, okay, so he is there. He's just playing hide and seek. Okay, well, this is awkward. See, here's the problem. If we push forward, we're gonna reveal a whole lot of nonsense I don't want to deal with right now. However, we don't have a great way of shooting this man to death. Actually, hold on. Ooh, lightning hand's not gonna make it happen. Alright, can you make a miracle happen? Oh my god.
Target destroyed.
You made a miracle happen. Okay. I was not expecting that. I just kind of said that for the bit, but yeah, no, he actually just sniped the dude and instantly killed him. That works out pretty well, I would say.
Engaging follow.
Yeah, you're in a desperate need of a reload. You also could use a reload.
Preparing to re-engage.
Yeah, let's go and reload you as well. Okay, yeah, I'm not moving the zombies right now. Not until we spot the next group, which is right this second, actually. Man, you have such a gross looking face. Have you considered a paper bag over your head? I just realized there's Mox. Is that them right there? Yeah, that's Mox right there. So I'm very curious to see how this is gonna work, because if we continue to see them, that would be actually nutty. However, the problem is this is going to make turns a little slower as it actually has to play them doing their actions as opposed to the usual XCOM just moving things behind the scenes. Okay, where is our Rocket Man? You're right here. Alright, so boy, has there ever been a time to send a big no-you missile. It is right now. Whew. Spicy. We also obliterated the turret as it fell several stories. Alright, you wouldn't happen... No, not you. You wouldn't happen to have your kill 'em all back yet, would you? You actually do. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, let's do exactly as the name implies and kill them all.
Battery received.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we can't quite... Oh, wait, there we go. Perfect. Unfortunate, but he has a lot of health, so I expect that. Unfortunate, but he also has a lot of health, so I expect that. These guys, I expect nothing but blood and carnage. If even one of them is still standing after this, I will be disappointed. There we go. That's what I expect. Fantastic. All right. And that took us from like what, 19 to 13 enemies remaining. All right, and then you should be able to help lower those numbers even further. Fantastic. How about you? You want to take him out as well? Aww, so close. I'll say 2 for the price of 1, but not quite. Now we could just send our army of the dead to go beat him to death, but we can also be a little more tactful about how we handle this, as there still is 1 pod remaining. There we go. Yeah, there's 1 pod remaining plus Mox. So we know there's 6 enemies here, and then this pod here. So what, 6? So there's probably 5 in this pod then, because there's 6 here, which using quick maths means there has to be 5 enemies in that pod. Can you resurrect more dead yet? Oh, Army of the Dead. Yo, hold on. What if we just stall until Army of the Dead is back? Because then we could have an actual horde. Where on earth do you think you're going? Because that is not where I told you to go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some shenanigans of waiting until Army of the Dead is off cooldown, and try to summon an even larger horde,
Overwatch.
and then just overwhelm our remaining opponents. Oh, go away. I'm busy. I'll take it.
Insufficient damage on target.
No, don't you dare. Ow. Don't you shoot my zombies. My child. Leave them alone, you monster. They haven't done anything to you. You will perish for that. You guys are just asking for one mean rocket to just clean you out. And I think that's exactly what's about to happen.
Proceeding to target.
Alright, let's, actually, we'll save our bigger, better rocket. We'll fire an Illyrium one instead. Unless we don't have the choice. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This is what you get for breathing. I hope you reconsidered.
A significant loss of life.
Alright, oh no, hold on. You are not our Reaper. However, you could probably strike him with lightning. That'd be kind of funny. That would knock him out. Can we finish him off without having to use our lightning? Using it on the other group might be kind of fun. Also, I think we do still see the, we do still see the Muton, so I think our abilities just last indefinitely. Hey, there we go. Intimidate these nuts, idiot. Okay, let's see. If we come in here and beat this man to death, will we end our, or get revealed in the process? Do we have someone with a gun still? Yes. Ooh, I don't know if that's enough to kill. It is not enough to kill. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you got this. Just, there we go.
I want another body.
Okay, yeah, so I'm still on board with the idea of just waiting until Army of the Dead is off cooldown. Because I am quite partial to the idea of even more zombies. We have quite a few corpses right here in this general vicinity that'll do just the trick. I will try to grab the loot, however. Oh, okay. Wait, so there's two of the... Oh, so there's 3 enemies in that other pod. And then 2 here. Okay. Alright, gang. You already know the assignment. You missed. Okay. Show them how it's done. Okay, well, that's slightly better. Alright, so we have a miss and a graze. Can we do better than either of that? Yeah, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. You even shredded some armor. There we go. See, that's what I'm looking for. I want you to beat him to death. Another graze. You know, guys, you are starting to disappoint me. Wait, you can't see him. Dang, alright. Okay, you can see him, though. I'm gonna say, if you don't actually kill him, it's gonna be very awkward and embarrassing for everyone at the Christmas party. Okay, let's, run up, grab the loot.
Battery received.
And then return. And then everyone can just kind of reload. So we're not actually going anywhere.
Reload.
This would be annoying, actually. The fact that it defaults to the last page. Watch as the remaining enemies just sprint in here and get killed. Okay. Is it time? I'm actually completely incapable of counting, so... Yeah, this seems about right. However, this is definitely going to activate the pod, which is unfortunate, because that means we're not actually going to get to attack with our zombies. Wait, unless? Okay. Overwatch all.
Engage setting Overwatch. Overwatch mode active.
Scanning for enemy.
Okay, I hope they activate and come in here. Yes, yes, exactly like this. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, this is the one time I don't want you to do anything with your Overwatches, but don't worry. Like I said before, everyone's physically incapable of landing an Overwatch shot, so I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Okay, you immediately land an Overwatch shot, but that's fine. That'll probably be one of the last ones. Yeah, see it graze. Okay, what you do. Alright. It is now time. Oh, you're not close enough. Okay, what about any of you guys? Can any of you hit anything? No. Surely you can, though. Alright, good enough. Go for it. He probably won't parry you, and if he does, well... He can't parry us all. Youch. Okay, you can go, like, stand opposingly over here. You guys aren't doing anything, but you know what? You're looking spooky in the process. Also, you know what? Yeah, we are gonna beat the Muton to death. Like I said, he can't parry all of us. We'll get through your defenses eventually. It's only a matter of time. Parry this, you filthy casual. Okay, well, that's fine. That was just one more hit to humiliate him, but this one will kill him. There we go, that's what we want to see. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually just blow up one of our zombies. You missed. Is it worth having one of our zombies explode? You don't use that ability very often. Nah, having this many, there's a novelty to it. Alright. You know what, let's hit him with lightning. We never use this ability. That's actually very disappointing. That's the animation. You just shoot him. Honestly, let's just banish this guy. Oh yeah, I don't think we needed the banish. Yeah, we did not need the banish. Okay. Well, that's basically that. I don't think this guy really stands much of a chance at this point. Even if he somehow managed to, not die this turn, I should be able to just beat him to death with our zombie. You know what, actually? Let's continue the trend of beating him to death. How many people do we have left? Are you within range to punch him? You sure are. I want to punch this man to death. I could go in for like a melee with our big cool sword, but alternatively, I could use my fists.
Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed.
When a
Mission
sudden
accomplished.
tidal wave of Neanderthals appear out of nowhere and clobber you to death with their bare hands, you know it is over for you.
I'm certainly impressed, Commander. Another heroic effort in the field.
Alright. I think that went pretty well. We got to raise an unnecessary amount of zombies. We beat some people to death. All in all, I say that's a pretty good day. We liberated 2 regions in 2 episodes. We got rid of someone's phobia. Pretty cool. Also, it's just dawned on me that there's quite a few places that we still haven't gone back and tweaked everything to make sure they're actually on supply. Alright. So, now that that's set and everyone's set to supply, we're now making almost 3,000, which a good chunk of that's going to disappear because I still have never gotten rid of the faceless. I might one day, but that day is not right now. So let's see, how many areas do we have left? So we have East Africa, West Asia, New Arctic, East Asia, New India, New Indonesia, and New Australia. So that's 7 more regions. And we are currently doing several several liberation missions. So I think we're closing in on these guys. Plus we have a network tower mission already available here. In fact, I think we are going to just go ahead and knock this out.
Setting course for Sector 2, Australia.
Good lord, I've gotten so many emergency warnings because of the weather. Yeah, apparently there's been several tornado warnings, many flash flood warnings, and then like a couple other ones probably. But yeah, the weather in this area has been hectic, to say the least. Also, seeing that we can only send in 5 people, we'll go ahead and send in Hussar, because we only have 5 people out of their squad. So, let's see. Everything looks good. Alright, go crazy, gang.
Sky Ranger
In position for deployment.
Alright. So that's doing that now. And I guess we're just gonna go back to
Setting
heal
course for
faster.
Sector 3, Brazil.
Alright, 9 enemies. That's actually deceptively easy. Alright, yeah, let's do it.
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Alright, so this should be pretty by the books. 9 enemies plus mocks. I feel like we should be able to handle this one pretty easily. Assuming we don't run into any sort of giant behemoth that I wasn't paying attention to. Because, yeah, I did not really read what enemies we're dealing with. Oh. How on earth can you spot me from there, Chief? Now I just know you're cheating. Bro's got binoculars for eyes, apparently. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, I was to say, what am I looking at? Whose loadout is this? But this is our boy, Lunk Bach. So let's move you forward and have you... Very interesting. We'll have you obliterate this man. Very good. Okay, let's see. So yeah, you're still concealed. And the problem is these guys are kind of far away. However, we can finally use all of our abilities again. Look at that. So let's, I think, do long range mode. You currently can't see anything, but that's okay. We'll move up to, I think, right here. So we actually could just take a shot at them, but it's not really gonna be the move. Instead, let's hit them with a power shot. Odd angle, but whatever. If it hits, it hits. Oop. civilian casualties. Unintended this time. Wait, how are we not flanking this guy? Elaborate. Okay. I'd rather not boost, but we might need to. I don't think we're gonna get into a good position to actually attack these guys. Okay, what if we zoom over to here and try to zap him with our pistol? Okay, let's rapid target him first, and then I guess take a shot. You got this. Lucky hit, come on. Let's go. Now that's what you love to see. Do we want to just full send it up to here? Ooh, that's not gonna get a kill. We could use charge, but that might not kill. Also, the fact that the... You know, what if we just call in reinforcements? Yeah, let's go and pull them in. Hopefully that we can get some levels for them. Wait, hold on. I think I think we're missing somebody. You wouldn't happen to have many. Okay, I'd say you wouldn't happen to have the ability to pull anybody, but whatever happened to our other members? Is he in the hospital? I don't think so.
Good riddance.
Now let's put you into cover first. Then let's see if jet shot actually increases our chance to hit. Not at all, because we're already on high ground. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. Not quite. Also, I don't know if we even destroyed his cover since we were so high up in the air. We're just gonna scoot on right next to this guy. And, what do we feel like doing? We could just shoot at him a bunch. And I think we're going to. Nice. Wait. He's still alive. Don't think there's any way we get in here and attack him without overdriving. I don't think I'm going to.
Freedom lies in being bold.
Yeah, we'll just chill for now, I guess. We'll take a shot and it's fine. He probably won't deal that much damage anyway. If he hits us, there's a real chance he'll miss.
Inadequate.
Alright. Let's replace his head with a bowl of chili. I would say that did the job pretty well. Okay, what is our goal even? Alright, VIP. Okay, yeah, we can make that work. So let's activate stock. We'll start scooting forward. Ooh, hello. Let's move you over here. So you're still scouting for us, but you're not very likely to get hit or spotted, hopefully. Someone else is gonna have to take the shot, I think, because, you can't actually bring him over here right now. Actually, I'm surprised you can't. Oh, never mind. I was saying, I'm surprised you can't see him from there, but you can. Do you have like rapid fire, right? Yeah, you do. Alright, fantastic. Let's murder him. Graze is not a good way to murder. Bro, imagine you're just chilling, just sitting there. All of a sudden, you just get shot twice in the back out of nowhere. Honestly, that's just kind of rude. Oh, wow. Now, Javelin Strike does hit the next turn, so we do have to keep that in mind. But, alright, let's have Lunkbach just kind of move on up. Where's all the cover here? There's negative cover. Is there just like no cover for you? You know, that's good enough. You can see things. My goal is to get this drop team a level. So I'm pretty sure all of our sparks are already max rank anyway, so you don't exactly need the kills. You know, let's just go murder this man. Very nice.
Who's keeping school?
However, Javelin Strike could be very valuable when Mox shows up.
Follow mode engaged.
Voice module online.
New landing next to the VIP. That's annoying.
On your order.
So Moxes are right about here, give or take, I think. I definitely would like to find them and then incinerate them. Can you go peek through this window for me? There they are. Alright, yeah, could you, go do the thing, the funny? You can lightning strike. You know, lightning strike this guy. This will give us an extra action. Alright, perfect. And then, you know, we can't even hit this guy with fire anyway, so let's just let's get a 5-man barbecue going. Wait, did you miss the person you're closest to? That's kind of insulting, honestly. Wow, your aim is truly something. Alright, well, what if you just run in and cut him? That will activate the other pod, and we do want to deal with them just now right this second. Actually... What if we javelin strike these guys? There's the VIP. Ooh, that's a little sketchy. But I think we're gonna do it anyway. that'd be kind of funny. Ooh, I probably could have scooted you over more. So if you could see the Mac, that'd be terrific. Dang, power shot's still on cooldown. Ooh. What if I augment our speed and come over here? Or not augment, but you know what I mean. However, I don't actually know if we can overcharge. So I guess we'll just take a lucky shot. I'll take it, I guess. It raises, it is progress. Ooh, 3 damage. That's actually not very good. You guys really do not have great abilities, huh? This does complicate our situation, I think. Especially since you can't quite see the target I would rather you see. Let's have you scooch on over here. And you can't see anything, so we're just gonna overdrive. Yeah, we're gonna burn some overdrive. I want this pod over here dead.
Engaging follow mode. Providing backup.
Okay, I don't think you can intimidate a robot, my guy. So I'm gonna give you a second, no use.
Enemy eliminated.
We'll fire one more time. Ooh, very nice. Alright, we'll call it for that, so we don't use all of your abilities and go too nuts. Hopefully you aren't about to reveal, honestly, hopefully you won't reveal yourself doing this. Alright, there we go. Another kill for you.
Is that now?
Okay. You scoot forward a tiny bit. You can start moving over here.
Follow mode engaged.
You come over here to get a little bit better eyes on our targets. And then, yeah, I think we just kind of chill. We'll move you up to high ground.
Follow mode engaged.
I want to see. No, I want to see it. I didn't get to see the explosions. And she can't even tell if we hit him or not.
Follow mode engaged.
Yeah, we didn't even hit him. This is why. This is why abilities like this kind of suck, because they don't even know to dodge and they still dodged it. We could just walk in here in supernova. In fact, we're gonna do that. That's the cool gamer move. They're just sitting there like, oh hey, what's this giant robot? Truly unfortunate for you. Bro, imagine that. You're just sitting there, you're like chatting with your like security team buddies, just like, oh yeah, you know, half the building we were standing to just exploded for some reason, but that's just like, that's pretty normal. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not alarmed. And then all of a sudden you just see like this big brawlic robot just come sprinting at you. And you're like, huh, I wonder what that's about. And then it just scrambles your entire everything. Can we just... Oh, you know what we should do? Use, Lunk Box's, bulldozer protocol to just tear down the wall. Alright, we'll start moving towards the evac. I'm tempted to just have you, leave, but, like, might as well keep you around until... Actually, you know what? You can... We'll have you hack the door open to get you a hack stat increase instead of just breaking the wall down, as funny as that might be. We can also spend some time getting our guys closer to evac. Seeing as how the moment we actually free the VIP, we are going to have to worry about reinforcements showing up in the not so distant future. Okay, we'll do it next turn. Hey, welcome back to the team. You've woken up from your little nap of immediately, well, pulping anybody who's nearby you. We go big. There we go. Love to see it. Boost the hack stat.
Piece of cake.
Oh, we do actually still have to open the door, don't we?
Moving out. The VIP is secure and we're on the move.
Status confirmed. VIP is in tow.
Hello
Proceed
there.
to the extraction point.
Okay, you should be able to make it out next turn. Okay, yeah, we'll just, everyone can just kind of overwatch.
Guard mode activated. Tracking hostile.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
The question is, can you actually make it in time? Not quite. If I really wanted to, I could probably just run you outside and have you... Oh, you can augment speed, actually. You'll probably make it. Yeah, you're set.
Location confirmed.
Okay, let's, Nope, nope. Give me... There we go. Give points. Oop, that was 12. That was not 2. We'll do it this way. That's 1 action. And that's 2 actions. And then you... Actually, wait, let's... I kind of want to see what the reinforcements are. Let's, You can leave. Everyone else just kind of chill here. Alright, where and what are they? Oh, you're dropping in a pod. I don't care about you then. You're irrelevant. Nice. That's nice. I want this man obliterated. Oh, come on, guys. Oh my lord. Oh, you actually need to fire a lot. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's handy. Let's see if we can't kill them before we leave. Oh my. That was effective. Wait, you can't see the guy? You have any explosives? Yeah, you have a grenade. Fantastic. Probably the first time we're using your artillery feature. Oh, bro's gonna go into stasis. You know what? Do we have any kind of like chemical warfare we can just leave? No, I don't think so. Alright, whatever. I love that everybody just flies out with their jetpack. Technically, I think almost every member of our team could have evac'd by just overcharging and then flying away, except our big Brolic boy. He actually needs to go to evac because I don't think he can overdrive.
I expected something of a learning curve for our new recruit.
Nice. New
but they've
promotions
done a
for it.
remarkable
Very
job.
nice. Alright, so Kenjutsu, surgical precision. Do we want running gun? I think I'd rather have light 'em up. So let's do Kenjutsu, surgical precision, and we'll hang on to our points because running gun's nice, but light 'em up is nicer. Quick zap, surgical precision, scanning protocol, and we'll hang on to the rest of our points. Alright. I think this is a good place to end the episode. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.